界ようこそトレードも私の世界ようこそトレードもHello, my fellow people. Is my audio okay? Are we okay? Am I sounding a little different? Like normal? Are we back to normal? We're back to normal? Alright, happy Easter, guys. Now, give me your eggs. Give me your eggs. I demand eggs. Give me your eggs. I demand... Gimme! Gimme now! Now! Give me eggs! Now! I want your eggs. Don't give me somebody else's eggs. Your eggs. Give me your eggs! I'm not asking for your consent! Give me your eggs! Gun emoji! Put gun on your head! Give me your eggs! Now! Peepa peepa! Yeah, give me eggs! I'm the egg stealer, stealing eggs since 1925. Gifty. Itsuki arigato gifty. And thank you Zuhak for the tiffy. And Makote for the tiffy. Oh my gosh! Can't believe I'm getting off-screen donos. You guys are amazing. Thank you for funding my egg. Thank you for funding my eggs. You don't have eggs? I don't know. Make one or something. Make an egg. Make an egg. I demand eggs. Or me crashing the egg market. Hell yeah. Eggflation. Egg. I'm gonna turn you inflation. Eggflation. So give me your eggs now. Quail eggs. Quail eggs are so small. No. Wait. Never mind. Size doesn't matter. Isn't that what I always say? It's not about the size. It's about what's inside. I accept quail eggs too. Gimme. As long as it's eggs, I will accept. Big or small, large or little, vertical or horizontal, diagonal or latitude or longitude, I accept all eggs. So give me eggs. Thanks, arigato, member. Can I offer you an egg in this trying times? Thank you, kind sir, for the egg. Thai egg will do. Thai egg will be a great sacrifice for Thai great overlord. An egg is an egg. You got a century egg? That's fine. That's fine. You know, eggs doesn't matter. You may be century old or a newborn. Age is just a number. The sky is not the limit. Doesn't matter how old your eggs are. An egg is an egg. Doesn't matter how big your eggs are. An egg is an egg. I don't discriminate. All eggs are welcome. Yeah. Which egg grade would you take? I would take grade A eggs. A for effort. Wait, no, that's E. I'll take grade E eggs. E for effort. I got the super chat. Here's an egg. Thank you for the egg, kind sir. I will use your egg to great use. No, give me more eggs. I demand eggs in these trying times. Arigato, super chat, Joppy. But Doremu eggs are rotten. How do you know their eggs are rotten? How do you know if your eggs are rotten? How do you know? How do you know? I spot a poopy pants trying to stop me from getting my eggs. No, Mr. Poopy Pants, you will not deny me of my eggs. You do not come here and try to ruin the eggs economy. I'm not allowed, I'm not stand this discrimination. You don't come here and tell everybody their eggs are rotten. Your mom's eggs are rotten. Not on this day. Arigato, member L. Our eggs are fine. Yes, your eggs are special. Your eggs are beautiful. Your eggs are important. God just got in here in time for it to pop off. Yuki, arigato, super chat. No, your eggs are my eggs. So your eggs are mine. I take over. I have ownership of your eggs. Now it's my eggs. Because over here, what's yours is mine. My eggs. Yuki, arigato. Thank you for the gifty. Thank you for the super chat to take live here. Go buy some eggs with me. $10. Can you even buy eggs with $10 in this economy? In this eggflation economy? That's it, arigato, member. And this special plans for 60k subs. I don't know. Start planning? Nah, I probably won't get to 60 until like next year. I'll start planning next year. 60k eggs. 60k eggs. Our eggs. No, that's communism. I do not support communism. I do not support communism. I support dictatorship. So it's my eggs. So your eggs, my eggs. $69 will be crazy, not gonna lie. 69. Maybe I'll do a funny stream if I get 69. Happy Easter. You know what's a funny thing about Easter? Before I joined Face Connect, I always start on Friday. Jesus gets stabbed on the cross because he will die for our sins. Amen. And then they put him in a cave. And then 3 days later, which is on the sun. Wait a minute! 3 days? Is it 3 days? Friday he dies. That's 1 day. Saturday he dies. That's 2 days. Sunday he wakes. Technically, that's like 2 days. If he dies in the afternoon, then he rises in the afternoon. That's 2 days. But I don't know, man. He resurrected. It's called the resurrection of Christ. You know, when I was in Sunday school, they had us watch what is that movie called? The crucifixion of Jesus Christ. DKS! ありがとう、スブチャット。Happy Easter with me. Thank you! Thank you! Yes! They had me watch The Passion of Christ. God, I was traumatized. I remember, the nuns were like, today we will be watching The Passion of Christ. And I go, ooh, it's a movie. And then I watched, and I was like, why is this kind of creepy? And it was like the moment when he got stabbed on the freaking cross. I was like, what the freak am I watching? Is this a horror movie? And he was like, ooh, screaming. And then there's like blood splattering everywhere. And I freaked out. And he just like stands there, his blood dripping, and I freaking freaked out because he looks like a freaking ghost. It's like I was so scared. And then after the film, and then the nuns were like, "There we go. This is our great and amazing Christ." And I go, "Holy shit!" and then the nuns were like, "Maybe you can't say that." I was like, "Oh." Holy shit. And I didn't sleep that night. I had that scene carved inside my head. And I can't sleep that night. It was crazy. And then they always tell me every single Good Friday it will always rain because the sky is crying for Jesus. And then turns out every Friday has been raining. I don't think I've seen a Good Friday that didn't rain. I mean, not on my side. I didn't know. And then when I joined Face, and they were like, "It's Easter! Bunnies! And chocolate!" And I go, "What? What chocolate? What are you Easter bunny. And then I googled, and it was like, oh, Easter is about rabbits and eggs, but rabbits don't lay eggs. They do the kinky winky and they give birth. They don't lay eggs. But what do they find? Eggs. And why are the eggs chocolate? Are you sure? I'm sure rabbits don't lay eggs. Do rabbits lay... Why is the first thing I Google, do rabbits eat their own poop? Apparently rabbits eat their own poop. Does that mean Pippa eats her own poop? No wonder she's stinky. It's her own poop. Do rabbits lay eggs? No, they don't. They don't lay eggs. Rabbits are prolific breeders, meaning they can have several litters of... How do you have a litter of baby? Is one baby... How do you have a litter of babies? Is one baby 1 liter? Like 1,000 ml? A baby? How do you know if your baby is 1,000 ml? How do you measure? Do you weigh the baby? So it becomes 1 liter? 1 liter of baby? Why 1, not 2 liters of baby? Litters are batches of babies. I'm gonna buy 2 rabbits from Mountain Dew in this store. One liter of baby sounds crazy. Now I'm thinking, it doesn't make sense. How does 1 liter of baby... How do you even... Doesn't make sense. I don't even know what I was talking about. 1 liter of baby. 1 liter of water inside the baby. 1,000 ml of baby. Gallons? How much is a gallon again? 1,000 ml? What? Hydrogen bomb! Hydrogen bomb. 2 liter? 1 gallon? 1 gallon of baby! 3.8. What the freak? Why don't you round it off, man? I'm so autistic that if you put your volume at 35 or 32... No, if you put your volume at 31 or 32, I will lose it. It's either 35 or 40, 25 or 30. It's either a 5 or a 0. You gotta round it out or I'm gonna lose it. Let me what? What? It's called... It must be even. Even? Guess who's the autistic one now? least I'm okay with a 5 and a 0. But you need it to be even. The tism is spreading like COVID. Sorry, man. My frontal lobe is not yet developed. Moon? Oh my god, your name reminds me of the autistic dog called Moon Moon. Is he alive? Is Moon Moon still alive? Is Moon Moon still alive? Is he still alive? Is Moon Moon? Oh no! He died! In 1999! Oh man, what the freak? 1999! Oh man. Oh well, that was a long time ago. Long time. I wasn't even born, man. Long time ago. What are you talking about? It was like yesterday. Wait. 25 minus 1999. That's 26 years ago, doofus. What means a cell? I was just a sperm in my dad's ball sack. Why? Ain't no way. Ain't yes way. Yes way, man. What the freak? She's using her new game knowledge. Yeah, I learned that from Rie. You know, today I almost dislocated my thumb because I was using my scissors. Never use scissors to cut cardboard. I had a cardboard box that I wanted to cut, and then I took a pair of scissors, and then I tried to cut the cardboard, but it was so hard. I used all of my strength to cutting the cardboard, and by the time I'm done, couldn't feel my thumb, like the joint. I couldn't feel the joint on my tongue. No, I didn't say cut my tongue. I said I almost dislocated my tongue. And then I was like, what the freak? Cause I can't feel my thumb. And then I let it be. And then suddenly, like, I can see the joint of my thumb. Like, the skin turned white. And then, like, it had a bulge. Like, I had a bulge. I had a massive bulge. It was massive. It was gigantrous. It was a gigabulge. And it kind of hurt. So man, what am I gonna do with this bulge? So I left it alone. But it got worse. It kept growing. The bulge, it kept growing and growing and growing. And I freaked out. So I took ice pack and I put it on my bulge. And it hurt like mad. It hurt like mad. And I just sat there on my sofa with my gigantic bulge. My big chungus bulge, man. No wonder where everything gone wrong. And I looked at the ceiling. And I feel sad. Sad girl with a big, big bulge. And then, even now, it's still bulging. Literally. Like, I don't know what's wrong. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like protruding. It's like protruding. It's protruding, man. Like, and then if I touch my bulge, it feels numb. I don't know what that feeling is, but it feels numb. It doesn't feel pain, but it feels numb. And I keep touching my bulge. Cause I don't know, man. It's so annoying. I just keep touching my bulge. And it was numb. It was not painful, but it was numb. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna leave the bulge alone. I hope it will go down on itself. Yeah, man. What am I gonna do with my big, big bulge? Even right now, I keep poking my bulge, man. Even though I'm not supposed to poke it, but it just feels good. Because when I poke it, it's not painful, but it's numb. Like, it's numb. Like, it's not painful, but it, like, tingles when I touch the bulge. You know? I don't know. And then when I rub the skin on the bulge, it's like, I can feel like electric buzzing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I can feel the electric electric feeling of my bulge. You know, whatever, man. I'm just gonna leave it there, and hopefully it will go down. But lesson learned. I'll never use scissors to cut cardboard again. Let me drink my milk. What am I gonna do with my big, big bulge? I'm a big, big girl with a big, big bulge in a big, big world. And it's so big. I have a big, big bulge in a big, big world. Oh, my big, big bulge, it's so big. Pure poetry. Careful with me, some guys are into that. Into what? Some guys are into my bulge? What the freak? Why are you guys interested in my bulge? It's literally just my thumb. Why are you talking about it? What? Cause I have a bulge, so I'm gonna talk about it. Because I can. Because this is my channel. I have the right, I have the freedom of speech. Yeehaw. You guys want to hear the story? You guys want to hear the story about why I got banned from wearing that American shirt? So a long time ago, devil auntie went to America and she came back and she bought me a cowboy hat and a t-shirt that says I love America, and it has an American flag and an eagle behind the words I love America. So I would wear that, and during our family evening, during our family gathering, I would go around and say, "Yeehaw! The name's Remilia Nephis. Hi, partner. Great to see you. I'm from the South. I was born a cowboy. I was born on the streets. Horse riding is my second nature. This is my first rodeo. Yeehaw!" And then like my auntie would be like, "Hey, Remy, it's time for you to eat." And then I look and said, "Rice? I don't eat rice. I want my Coca-Cola and my bread." And I was like, "Give me my bread and my Coca-Cola." And my auntie's like, "No, you eat rice." No, hell no. I ain't eating no rice. I have freedom, yeehaw! I want a barbecue. And I kept going around saying, "Yeehaw, I'm from America. Freedom! Freedom from America. Woohoo! America, I'm from..." And I got banned from wearing that shirt. They were afraid of my powers. Yeah, I wanted to eat bread and drink Coca-Cola and eat hamburgers and eat pizzas, but I was way too powerful. So they had to stop me. That's exactly what it's like to grow up in America. Man, I want to know what it's like to grow up in America. You wake up in the morning and you have Captain Crunch for breakfast with milk, and your mom packs you apples and sandwiches for lunch as you go to school. And then at school, you get extorted by a school bully and you lost your lunch money and they beat you up, but you can't say anything about it. So you go to the cafeteria and the lunch lady saw how pitiful you are and she gave you a super dry, like Sahara Desert loaf of bread and meatloaf and some apples and a packet of Capri Sun, and you grab it and you sit in the toilet and eat because you have no friends, because you like animes. And in school, in the club, if you like anime, you're a weirdo. So you sit in the toilet and you eat your lunch. and then you finish lunch and you attend classes and you sit at the window seat and you always look outside and wonder what life would be if you were popular and had friends. But also you can't wait to go home so you can play the new released Pokemon Emerald on your Nintendo Game Boy Advance. And that's what makes you happy. And your mom promised you that if you get good grades for science, she will bring you to the store so you can get yourself some Pokemon cards. So that is your motivation to survive in high school. And then what happened was, it's the most annoying thing you'll ever have in your life, which is group projects. So now the teacher will now say, hey guys, you will now find your groups of 3, and guess what? Nobody chose you. So you were left with the leftover bunch that nobody chose. There you have a girl. Obviously, she's a goth girl. She don't really care about studying. Messed up family, probably do drugs. Whatever. And you have this other guy who is an athlete and only plays boards and is always exempted and hardly comes to class because he's always on some competition. So he's hardly in class and he's just stuck there. And just the 3 of you, and guess what? If you can't pass, you won't be able to get good grades for science, and you need good grades for science because you want that Pokemon card. So you have no choice but to say, hey, can we meet up on a Saturday at McDonald's or something? Or we can meet up at a Chupa Cheese. Or we meet up at Bunnies. And we can eat, and then we can do our schoolwork at Bunnies. At Bunnies! At Bunnies! You know Bunnies? You know, the... Bunnies, you know, how can you not know Bunnies? You know Bunnies? Wait a minute. Let me grab Bunnies for you. You don't have Bunnies? I thought that was like peak. I thought Bunnies was peak American. Wait, this one. Bunnies! Bunnies! This one, Bunnies! Bunny. Yeah. Bunnies. Have you been to Bunnies? Bunnies. What? Is it not called Bunnies? Or is it called Bukies? Bukies? Do you like Bunnies? I wonder what Bunnies taste like. Do you know? I think they taste good. I mean, it's American Bunnies. American Bunnies should taste good. Taste like freedom. Yeehaw! Oh, it's a gas station! Oh, Bunnies a gas station! I didn't know. I thought Bunnies like fast food chain, man. I didn't know Bunnies. I didn't know Bunnies. What the freak? How is Bunny a bad word? Bunnies. Bunnies. Oh, I'm pronouncing it wrong. How do you pronounce it? Buck-ease. 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 Buck-ease? Buck-ease? What the freak? That sounds so weird. Buck-ease. Juvie, thank you for the super chat, the Clippers. Quick part where women pronounce Bunnies wrong. Why? Why? What do you mean? Bussy sounds better. Buck-ease? Bussy. Which one sounds better? Obviously, Bussy sounds better. What the freak? They should hire me They should change their name to Bussies. So it sounds better. It's like, welcome to Buckies. No. Welcome to Bussies. You know, instead of we have Buckies all over America. Any kind of Buckies you want. No. We have Bussies all over America. Southern Bussies, Californian Bussies, Texas Bussies, all kind of Bussies. Anything you want. What else do they sell? Visit your local Bussie, always open and ready for service. What does Bussie sell? I thought they were. Let me see. Oh, you can find a car wash. You can wash your Bussies any day. You can fill your Bussies too. You can come to Bussies and fill them up with gas. There's even gift cards. Gift Bussies. World record holder. The world's largest Bussie. Oh my god. This Bussie is 75,593 square feet. This Bussie is long too. 255 feet. That's crazy. Well, me, you didn't know what Bussie means, right? No? What? Isn't it just Bussie? Like Buckies? Bussie? Buckies. Buckies sounds so not nice, man. Some generic name. I love you. Buckies don't sound nice. How big is this Bussie? I don't know, Imperial. I don't know what the frick's Imperial. Yes, you do. No, I don't. What the freak? You expect me to be born and know everything on the internet? What am I? A sage? Do I look like a level 9,000 dry nutter Nirvana Hokage Gyatebayo sage? No, I'm not. Do you say dry nutter? No, I learned this from Chatty. I learned it from you guys the other day. Somebody said, dry nutter Nirvana. Dry nutter Nirvana. And then I added Hokage. Hokage Gyatebayo. Something. Rebecca, thank you for the member. Let me. Bussie is a word Amy and Ria would know and say. Oh. Okay, I will ask them what Bussie means. This bus isn't Latin. Okay, the closest I can think of a Bussie, judging from your expressions, it should be a slang for something bad. Cause you guys are perverts. Which means it must be Bussie. It's either the bust, the butt, you know, or the Bussie, the butt, or the Bussie or busty, the boobs, the boobs, or something. I don't know, man. It has something to do with the male bud. The male bud. The freak. What do you mean, male bud? There's a male bud and a female bud. there's a male. Huh? Wait. There's a what? There's a male bud and a female. What? There's different terms for male butt and a female butt. That's the first time I've heard it. If a manhole is a bussy, what about a female hole? What is that called? A mussy? A cussy? I don't even know. You guys are weird. A dumpy? What the frick's a dumpy? Fugu, aren't you a fish that explodes? You know, one of my favorite pufferfish is that video of this chef. He was feeding this pufferfish a carrot, and then the pufferfish go. And then it like dies. And people were trying to decipher why would they feed him a carrot. And some say the reason why they feed him carrot is so that the carrot will be in his liver, because apparently a fugu fish liver is highly poisonous. So they needed to identify where the liver is so they can see it. Like, I think it's the stomach or liver. So if they see that it's orange, they know that the liver is there or the stomach is there. But point is, he eats it way too fast for it to be digested, so he can't possibly see. And then some people say it's so that he could eat his last supper before he dies. And I go, what the freak? Imagine you're on your deathbed and all they give you is a stick of carrot. That's depressing, man. And then some say it's just for entertainment. Until now, nobody has figured out why he gave the fugu a carrot. Oh, it was a demonstration on how to not stick fingers in the pufferfish mouth. Oh. Oh yeah, I know that pufferfish can bite your fingers. You know what can bite your fingers? You know crawfish? They say crawfish has the power of a pistol. Like if it snaps you, it feels like you got shot. And I saw this video on TikTok of this lady. She wanted to eat a crawfish. I think she had it live, so she grabbed the crawfish by the tail and wanted to throw it down the hot pot, and then the crawfish snapped her finger, and then she cried. And I was like, yeah, sucks to be you, huh? Animal cruelty. Oh, a mantis shrimp. Sorry, not a crawfish. A mantis shrimp. A mantis shrimp. Yeah. Yeah, the mantis shrimp just snapped her finger. And she was crying. She was like, oh. I'm pretty sure there's a Pokemon of a mantis shrimp. mantis shrimp. Pokemon. There is. It's called Glacialimp. It's this guy. Oh, and Clauncher. Clauncher and Clawitzer is based on a pistol shrimp. Wait. Need to show you. Melvin, arigato, super chat. Hi, Lemmy, you can have my eggs. I just laid some. Thank you, kind sir, for laying me some fresh eggs. I hope they are warm and fuzzy and nice. Thank you so much for donating your eggs in this economy. That is very appreciative of you. I will now take all of your eggs. No, I mean warm and fuzzy. Not like physically fuzzy, but mentally fuzzy. Warm and fuzzy, you know? Warm eggs. Warm eggs. It's metaphorically fuzzy, not physically fuzzy, man. This is the Pokemon. They're based off a mantis shrimp, and they're based off a pistol shrimp. I forgot that Clawitzer is based off a pistol shrimp. I saw videos on YouTube on how fast they can snap. Apparently it's faster than the speed of light, so you can hardly see it, but it packs a punch. Exactly. A warm and fuzzy egg too. No, fuzzy eggs means you need to lay the eggs, cause then it's soft and warm. Cause freshly laid eggs are warm, cause they just come out of the hole, of the chicken hole, so it's warm. I've touched fresh eggs before. Like, I've watched a hen lay eggs before. So I saw this hen, and this hen was like bending down. So I squatted down, and I just stared at the hen like this. I think the hen got nervous. It took a while for her to lay eggs. And I was like... and then after that, I saw the egg come out of her hole. And then I grabbed it, and it was warm. And I took it and ran away. No, that's her child. Nah, man, those eggs are meant to be eaten. Do you eat it? Of course I did. I ate the egg. It was good. You just traumatized the head. No, I was staring through its soul to give it moral support. Because the egg needs moral support. I mean, no, the chicken needs moral support. So I stared at the eggs. Isn't egg from the chicken butt? Really? How many holes does a chicken have? Wait a minute. Do chicken pee? I love you. The chicken pee. Oh, apparently they don't pee. They have no bladder, so they don't pee. Do chicken poo? Okay, they do poo. Apparently, their poo is like pee and ew, what the freak? I should not have googled that. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh my god. Oh, you looks like diarrhea. Oh man, why did I see that? Yuck. That's disgusting. Let me please, I'm still eating lunch. I'm sorry, my condolences to your lunch. I hope it don't remind you of diarrhea. Thank you for the super chat though, some generic name. Birds have a cloaca. It's a hole where it always goes out at once. That's where the poop is, right? They're made with those. What do you mean? They're made with those. How did chicken mate again? I feel like I've googled this before. I think they do the kinky winky, right? Wait, I don't know. Hold on. A rooster often employs a type of foreplay by prancing around the hen and clucking before mounting her. And then, through the cloacal kiss, where the rooster's cloacal touches the hen's cloacal, and then sperm is exchanged. The rooster have a papilla, a small bump they can push out to deliver sperm, and hence have a cloaca that allows for both the exit of eggs and feces and the entry of sperm. So the rooster will mount the hen from behind, and she will crouch to indicate receptiveness. Oh, well, I guess that's how chickens mate then. If fertilization occurs, the hen will lay a fertile egg, and if incubated, it will hatch into a chick. Hens can lay eggs even without a rooster present, and these eggs are unfertilized. Wow, I didn't know roosters do foreplay. I guess I learned something new today. Chickens do foreplay. Gotta raise them up. You know roosters taste different than chickens. Are people supposed to eat roosters? You know, by the way, I saw like a video of this pig, and this pig had like super masculine alpha wolf energy, like I'm the alpha of the pack kind of energy. Cause this pig had like zero fat, all muscle, had like 6 packs and huge giant balls that has his poop on it. And then I checked the comments, turns out that it's apparently called like a male pig. Wait. Like apparently it's a pig that's specifically breeded so it can mate other pigs. Like he's a chat. Like his entire life is to mate. Like he's a chat. You know? And he's like super muscular and super big, and he has huge balls, and he's literally a gooner's dream, cause all he do is mate every single day. Oh, stud! Yeah, he's a stud. I just got here. What is this? We're learning about science. Yeah, but apparently they have 0 fat. They're like the ultimate Sigma male body. 0% fat, 100% romance. He's a chicken. No, pig. He's a pig. He's a pig. Whoa, what is this comment on Google? At what age is a female pig ready for mating? Wow. 5 months of age and show signs of being in heat. That's kind of FBI. 5 months? FBI, man. That's suspicious. FBI, open up. Bam, bam, bam. What the freak? How do you know when a pig is ready to mate? When the sow accept the boar's sexual advances. What the freak? Is there another foreplay for animals? Whoa, what happens if brother and sister pigs mate? Apparently, pigs will be smaller, unhealthy characteristics. I didn't know you can't do incest in pigs. I didn't know that. I thought animals incest all the time. Cause, you know, when it's survival, I don't care nobody cares if they're your brother or your mother. If they gotta breed, they gotta breed. It's their animal instincts. And they do not care about. I found one in my Easter egg. No, it's my egg, so give it to me. It's my eggs. What's the difference to human then? Well, I would say human has something called critical thinking and morality, I guess. You guys have a prefrontal lobe that will deal with emotions and consequences that pigs don't have. So I guess that's the difference between you guys and pigs. Canister, arigato member. Thank you for the eggs. I will take the eggs. What? Can a male pig cross his mother? The mating was performed shows that piglets are weak at birth. But how do they know? When they mate, how do they know if it's the mother or not? Do they just mate? And then when they give birth, they're like, oh, this is a result of incest. Or they have like numbers or something. They probably check to see who's breeding together. Can you imagine if you work? Can you imagine if you work as a pig breeding Excel sheet sorter? And people go, what do you do for a living? Oh, I make sure my pigs don't do incest. The inbred one comes out with a southern accent. What the freak? How does a southern pig sound like? Wink wink, yee-haw. A good conversation opener. I agree. Oh, they check the tags. Oh, I see. Wow, must be hard to check the tags. There's like so many animals. So many pigs. So many pigs, man. The job of all time. So many pigs. That's why they number them. That's true. I'm traumatized by pigs. When I was back in hell, I slept next to a pig farm. And guess what I heard in the middle of the night? Cause, well, you see, my grand-uncle sells pigs for a living. So, he kills pigs. And guess what? When pigs scream, they sound uncannily like humans do. To the point that it's a little uncanny valley, because they sound just like humans. They sound just like a female human screaming for help. Maybe those weren't pigs. Oh no, maybe they weren't. But I didn't sleep for the whole night. I picked the wrong time to tune in. Murder on the farm. No, it was pigs. I noticed we had pork chop the next day. They don't stun the animals before killing them? I have no idea. I didn't see it. I was in bed. The pigs knew too much. Oh no! Demons. You know, demons. You know, in the Bible, it said that there was this devil that possessed humans and Jesus and said, hey, get out of this human. And they go, oh, well, then I guess you'll need to transfer me to another body then. He's like, alright, you go to the sheeps. So the demons went inside the sheeps and then Jesus threw them off the cliff and they died. And that's why sheeps look a little bit like demons. No, wasn't it sheeps? Not pigs, right? Sheeps, right? Wait, no. Was it not sheeps? Oh no. Hold on, let me find. Jesus put a demon into sheep or pigs? Oh, it's pigs, not sheeps. Pigs. Because like there's this guy. He was like possessed by a lot of demons inside his body, and Jesus was like, all right, then, like the demons, I think they were begging him. They're like, please send us into pigs so we can go inside them. And Jesus like, go! And then the pigs are like, yippee! Now the demons are inside the pigs. And then the pigs are like, oink, 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 motherfucker! Oink, oink, what the frick are you? Oink, oink, the voice inside my head. No, I must kill myself. Oink, oink, oink. And then they run into insanity. And they saw a steep bank. And they run, and they fall off the cliff, and they die. Is Farm Mommy tan and wear a white sundress? No, unfortunately, Farm Mommy is tan, but I wear a onesie with yellow dirty boots and a shovel in my hand, and also a farmer's hat. Was this in the Bible? It was in the Bible. It was in the Bible. It is in the Bible. It is. I read the Bible like a manga. So every time I read some interesting story, it's like the anime arc. You know, like the Jerusalem arc, the Israel arc. You know, I read them like arcs, like anime arcs. You know, like a shonen manga. I literally read the Bible like a shonen manga. Yeah, you know, like. You know? Yeah. Oh my gosh, the David arc! so like David was this boy, you know, he's a shepherd boy, but he dreams to become the king of Israel. So what happened was, he trained hard, and he go on a journey, he met a bunch of friends, and he established Jerusalem as his capital. And then he faced many battles, and he fought the giant Goliath, and then he won. And after he won, I forgot, shoot. He won. Wait, and then he did something bad. Hold up, he did something bad. No, he did something bad. No. He had like a lot of concubines. He's like a harem protagonist. He had a lot of concubines. Yeah, he slept with this girl called Bathsheba or something. And then he killed her husband. So after he killed her husband, he got divine punishment. So he had a son, by the way. Also, his son R-worded his dad's concubines. And it had a coup. So basically, he had a rebellion. And then... yeah. and then... but anyways... he eventually gave his throne to his other son, Solomon, who would build the temple in Jerusalem. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Yeah, like his son, he has a son called Absalom. Absalom like forced his dad into exile. Cause I mean, you know, if David didn't freaking commit adultery, this wouldn't have happened. But he was a cheater, and what do cheaters get? Divine punishment. So yeah, sucks to be him. Nice Bible class. You're such a great teacher. Yeah. I read the Bible like a manga, man. It's like pretty interesting. If you read it normally like a book, it's so boring. But if you read it like a Bible and every character is like a side character in their side story, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of wild stories. What was another wild story again? Let me see. Wasn't it? Wait. Oh. Wait. There's a lot of incest in the Bible. like there was a lot of I think there was a story where there was this daughter. They tried to get their dads drunk to make babies, and then oh my god. Yeah. No. Yeah. So Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sodom and Gomorrah. They're called sinful cities. Oh my god, this is a huge arc, So basically, the people in Sodom and Gomorrah were visitors. And then God was like, "What the frig? You guys are nasty. You guys are nasty people. How can you do that? All right, I'm going to destroy this place." And so he asked this guy called Lot. Anyways, so there's this guy. His name is. Alright, we're gonna talk about the story of Lot and his wife. Alrighty. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, this is in the Old Testament. Okay, so the Bible is split into two: the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament is so dark. There's my God, it's like berserk. It's literally berserk. It's so dark. So what happened was there's this guy called Lot. Okay, Lot has 2 daughters and a wife. And so what happened was, in the book, 2 angels arrived in Sodom. So Sodom is a place. So 2 angels arrived in Sodom, and Lot invites them to stay the night. However, the men in the city are like, "Ooh, they're angels." So they say, "Hey, why don't you give us the angels?" So, by the way, in the the picture, like the angels were like, they're like, hey, give us the angels so we can get to know them. and then, yeah, they try to. And then they try to do the nasty, and then the angels were like, how dare you do this filthy stuff? And then God's like, hey, I'm going to, because they wanted the R word, the angels. And then God is like, nasty. So what happened was, God told Lot that, hey, I'm going to destroy Sodom, so you guys should leave and never look back, because we're going to destroy this place. So you guys run and you guys don't look back. So Lot and his wife and daughters ran, but his wife disobeyed the angels and turned back, and she was turned into a pillar of salt. That's where the story was, where she turned into salt. Yeah, and then after that, Lot and his daughter took refuge inside a cave. So now they realize that the city is gone. The city of Sodom is gone, and there's no more men left, and we must continue the family line. So they got their dad drunk, and they R-worded him, and they both got pregnant, and they gave birth to 2 people called Moab and Ben-Ami. Yeah, literally. I forgot their name. Moab and Ammon, I think. Moab and Ammon. Cause they somehow believe that there's no more people left, like, in the world, and they must continue the family line. So yeah. I know it's really messed up when you read the story. Like, it's pretty messed up. What's the message of the story? There's no message. It was just a story, man. There's... You know, there's an actual place, which they believe to be the cave that Lot was sheltered. I forgot where it was, but like apparently there was like a place that's or something. There was like a place or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's like there was like, yeah, like the Old Testament Bible is pretty messed up. When I read it, I was like, what the freak? This is literally a horror game. Like, this is literally a horror story. So messed up. Like, everybody just R-words everybody, and like... I remember there was one where they cut up this lady into 12 pieces and sent her body around. I forgot. Like somebody gang raped somebody's. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I remember I was reading like the Bible, and it has like a part where like they R-worded the concubine, and they cut her body to 12 pieces. I said the word. Oops, my bad. They R-worded the I don't know. It's messed up. I need to find it. Who was it? I remember reading it. I feel so bad. Like after I finished it, I was so disturbed. Like, I was so disturbed after reading that. Messed up, man. Oh well. It'll be like that. But of course, there's bad stuff and there's also the good stuff. You know? Like Jesus healing the guy, and he said, you can walk, and the guy can walk again. And he's, yippee! He can walk again! I wonder if they made an actual manga Bible. Oh man, you might be surprised about what I'm telling you. You will be surprised that I'm going to tell you that there's actually a Bible of... there's actually a manga of the Bible. It's called The Messiah. Wait, I'm about to show you. Here you go. Oops, sorry. So big. Here you go. It's literally... it's literally... a manga of Jesus Christ. It's pretty good. I have those. It's pretty good. It's really nice. It's good. Like, you get to read a lot. The art is good. The story is good. Yeah, I love these, man. It's pretty good. I love these. Come on. It's pretty old, I think. I'm not sure if you can still get it, but I think you can get it. It's nice. You get to learn about Jesus, true. It's like the story of God's relationship with his people. It's pretty good. The power of God in anime. Got the power of God in anime on my side. Amen. Oh, it was created in 2007. Yeah, it's pretty old. Melon Books? I don't think you can get it on Melon Books. I'm not sure. Wow, that was like 20 years ago. Well, 20 years ago is 20 years ago. It's 20 years ago, 20 years ago. We gotta reach the youths. Happy Easter, let me crack eggs. No, I want your eggs whole. Untouched and whole. untouched, whole, and warm. I'm drinking my milk. Whole, no, whole. Whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole, not H-O-L-E, whole. Whole, not hoe. Whole, not hoe. Whatever, man. Pronunciation is hard. People born in 2007 are legal adults now. Age is just a number. If you deny your age, you will not become old. Therefore, it is a state of mind. But your body will. No, if you deny your age, your body will deny your age. And you will become young, so you can't. And so you can't. If you keep thinking like I'm so old, you're going to be old, man. And you're going to be 50 years old, even though you're 30. You're gonna act like you're 50 years old. I'm old. I don't want to go out. I just want to stay at home, crack a cold beer, and eat some snacks and watch football. And sleep at 9 p.m. Because I'm old. And my favorite activity is to check out new kitchen appliances and check out the new Dyson vacuum. and I care more about paying my mortgage every month. And checking out the new gas grill at Costco. Gotta get the better gas grill for Costco. Extreme couponing is a sign of age. Have you guys watched Extreme Couponing? It's like this show on YouTube where these ladies, they save like thousands of dollars because they have a bunch of coupons that they can just exchange. They have like hundreds of coupons that they literally like not gonna lie, it's like literal mental illness. They just grab a bunch of coupons and count how much they have to spend in order to get it free. And then when they go to the freaking grocery store, it's like they're playing mental gymnastics in their head. Like, oh, if this is like $3.75 and $3.79 times 21, I'm gonna get this, so I can get this much, and that's it. And now I will have to buy this, and it's like, and then if they see like this bar of soap used to be $1.99. And now, all of a sudden, it's $2. Literally, it's just 1 cent off. They will go crazy and they will literally cry and break down and go, I can't. And they're like, I can't do this anymore. This bar of soap is $2.05. 5 cents. It used to be $1.99. What am I gonna do? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally gonna kill myself. And then they get up and decide, you know what? We can do this. This is teamwork. And then they like had trolleys of stuffs. And then they go over to the counter. And then the girl's like, do you have coupons? And she looked at her and she's like, oh boy, do I have coupons. And she's like, bam, like a stack of coupons. And then the lady just like beep, 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 beep. I think there was one episode where the machine stopped working, so they had to call the manager in. And she was so stressed, and I was so stressed watching her. and they fixed it apparently at the end. So they fixed it. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna void this, but we're still gonna count the coupons again. And then they count the coupons and they're like, well, ma'am, your purchase was a total of $6,900, but with your coupons, you actually saved up $6,900, and guess what? We have to pay you $3.50. And then people around her are like, whoa, that is amazing. How do you do it? And it was like, whoa. And then me watching the video was like, whoa, how does she do it? And then at the end, they have to pay her the money. And then she goes home with like stacks. And then when you go to her house, she has like stacks and stacks of food and stuff. But it's kind of nice because most of them, they ask them like, oh, so what do you do with because you buy so many, and they're like, oh, we donate it. So that's pretty nice. At least they donate it, right? They don't hoard it. But like their house will always look like a little supermarket because they stack so many you know, coupons here don't work because coupons here are not you can't stack coupons here. You can only use one coupon one time. And you can't stack them. So yeah. I never had a coupon. I have like digital coupons. But most you can't stack coupons. But I think it would be so goated if you could stack coupons in this economy. In this economy. But yeah, it's pretty nice. You know, their husband should really thank them. Sometimes I see their husband go like, man, my wife's a little crazy. What do you mean? She's the perfect wife. She saves you money. She put foods on your table and make sure you don't starve and you don't have to spend a penny on food. Literally free food, free equipment, free shampoo, free toothpaste, free washing stuff, free detergent, free everything, man. You should kiss your wife and thank her every night. You know? Yeah. She must be a nightmare to live with. No. Extreme couponing is fine. Extreme cheapskate is where I'm at. We did like a watch along of the TLC Extreme Cheesecake. Remember cheesecake? Extreme cheapskate. Extreme cheapskate. Cheapskate. Whatever, man. Just for you, mommy. Thank you for the eggs. I appreciate it. Extreme cheapskate. I remember when this lady, she would reuse pasta water many times. And then she would boil the same pasta in the same boiling water many times. And she would keep the water. And then she would make lasagna inside the dishwasher to save money on gas. I feel like I feel like and then you got peeps that apply water to soap bottles. You know that's pretty common in Asian families. In Asian families, what they would do is, when there's like no more soap, and you go, "Mom, there's no more hand soap," and your mom goes, "What do you mean there's no more hand soap?" And she opens the bottle and then she adds water and shake it up. She goes, "There you go. There's still soap, you ungrateful brat. Do you know how expensive economy is? We can't afford more soap." Yeah. But that's fine. I mean, it's just soap, so that's fine. It's just soap. That's fine. And then, that's COVID. It's okay, I do that too. I'm gonna get called out, but I do that too. Cause I feel like I haven't used my soap, so I add water and I shake it up, and I have a new bottle of soap. And then I just used it. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works, man. It works. Let me buy soap. I hate handling soap because it's so slippery, and I always drop the soap so many times, and I'm so lazy to pick it up, so I gave up on physical soap. So I just buy digital soap. Wait, no, wait, what is, no, physical soap? No, wait, no. Not physical. Digital soap. Just download the soap, man. Just download the soap. With a press of a button, you can download soap. Get your DLC now. Gotta finish updating your soap. Remember to update your soap to Soap 3.0. There's a new update for the soap. Better soap, better quality. Only 0.99 per pull. It's the gacha. There's different flavors of soap. If you want to get the soap you want, there's a gacha. So in 180 pull, you get a guaranteed soap flavor of your choice. Flavor? Yeah, flavor. Like, does your soap have no flavor? My soap has lemon flavor. Does your soap not have a flavor? your soap tastes like soap? No, I'm not asking you to taste your soap. But your soap has flavors, you know? Like lemon, lime, peach, apples. You mean sand? Oh, sand. Yeah, whatever, they're the same thing. Sand. Sand. Mine is lemon sand. Lemon soap for the plates. Lemon soap. Flavor means you drink it. Oh, don't drink soap, guys. It's just bitter. Don't drink it. I love my lemon flavor soap. So you tried it? Yeah, for science. I tried it for science. And then when I burped, a bubble came out of my mouth. I felt like a fish. Bubble bean. How much was it? Nah, I just ate like a tablespoon. I mean, you're like Homer Simpson. You mean the yellow guy? I'm not yellow. Let me show bars. Get your digital let me show bars here. Get your digital soap bars now. Clean digitally. It's all in your imagination. Merch idea. Literally selling detergent. What's a soda stream? A stream of soda? What's a soda stream? I don't like soda. Soda makes my throat hurt. It's like cut it. So I don't like soda. Soda makes stream water fuzzy. Has anybody put like milk inside? Milk inside or something? So it can make the milk fuzzy? Oh, fuzzy milk. What does fuzzy milk taste like? Carbonated milk. Happy Easter. Thank you, Ortiz. What the freak? Carbonate. Oh my god. I'm gonna choke. Carbonated her pee? What the freak? And did they drink it? Isn't it smelly? Or salty? Cause pee is salty. Okay, I never drank it before, okay? But I heard it's salty. not that disgusting. I've never drank it before, but I heard it's salty. So, wouldn't that just be... wouldn't that just be... ammonia? I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man. What the freak? I don't know, man. It can be a bit salty. How do you know, Krampus? Did you drink your own pee? How do you know? Let me draw a lot of soap. Yeah, I don't know, man. Drinking your own pee and eating your own poop, it's kind of messed up. Who didn't? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by who didn't? Pee is sweet when you have diabetes. How do you know that? How many of you guys drank your own pee? I'm gonna turn this into a poll. Have you? Or have you not? I'm gonna go grab water. Be right back. Oops. I am back. Right. Moment of truth. Anonymous, thank you. Sorry. Sorry, my throat's a little itchy. Thank you so much for the tips. Arigato. Happy Easter, and we hope you've been doing good. I have. 21%. Whoa. That's a lot of you guys. Okay. If you drank your own pee, what does it taste like? So what does it taste like? Yeah, what does it taste like? Depends what you eat or drink before. What? Are you telling me? Are you telling me if all you drink is Coca-Cola and Kool-Aid, your pee is going to taste like candy? Canvas, arigato, super chato. Oh man, you don't understand. some men like girls very much. Until you want to drink their pee-pee? How do you even drink their pee-pee? Do you just go inside the girl's toilet and just lick the toilet bowl? Or something? What do you mean by it depends on the time of day? Whoa, guys. Yo, what? I didn't know. There's a lot of science in how much pee would taste. Depending on what you eat and depending on the time of the day. Depending on your health issues. What? What? Lemon water is probably the color of iced tea. What the freak? What the freak, Fugo? I'm gonna end the poll. This is messed up, you guys. No, it's okay. I understand. You know, curiosity do kill the cat. So I guess it's okay to be curious. We don't judge here. It's okay. It's okay. Doctor Taste has your pee. You're telling me that doctors are pee bros? Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. What the freak, Pickle? What the freak? Oh my gosh. Why did we live in a society? You've been curious about a lot of things. No, do not let your subconscious thoughts take over your actions. How did the conversation go so far? What were we even talking about? How did it go so far? How did it go so far? Oh, by the way, I just want to tell you, if you guys own a cat, okay, if you guys own a cat, you do realize that cats like to lick their buttholes and then proceed to lick you, which means you have now direct contact of their butthole. They give you that brain parasite thing. Oh, okay, so apparently what I heard is that cats have a parasite. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a parasite that only affects cats. Does not affect humans. Does not cause humans any harm. It's just a parasite. And what it does is that this parasite, it loves cats a lot. It loves cats. So when it's transmitted to humans, all it wants to do is to be with the cat. So what it does is that it alters you, which makes you attracted to a cat. It makes you want to touch a cat. It makes you want to squeeze your cat. It makes you want to go. It makes you want to go. To your cat. Yeah, it makes you want to go. To your cat. And then the parasite in your brain will go to the cat. And then the cycle happens again. That's why you think cats smell really good. It's all the parasite. What the freak? You just say start and bird and hard and bored? What do you mean? How does it go? Idoo boodoo beedoo boodoo bee bee. No, when you see a cat, you just wanna go. To your cat, no? It's just the virus, man. It's the parasite. It's just the parasite. It's just the parasite. One is new ringtone. You go like, only cats, man. It's Happy Easter. Language of the gods. You know, I see a lot of skit where guys like a man, he would be like, he would have the deepest of the voice, and he would go to his friend's house, and he would be like, he would go to a man, like his homie's house. He's like this super tough dude, and he's like, yo, what's up? And then he's like, bitch, move. And then he runs to the cat and he's like, oh, my sweetie pie. How are you doing, my little pie? Oh, look at your paw. Are you having a good day? You having a good day? Did you eat today? Oh, look at your little paw. You want to give me a kiss? Are you going to give me a kiss? Oh, look at your eyes. You're so beautiful. You're so pretty. Why are you so soft? You're so soft. Why are you so soft? I just put the This is real. Yeah, like your voice becomes really high pitched when you talk to cats. like when you talk to cat, your IQ just like you talk to cat and your IQ deletes. You now speak baby. You can't hold a single thought inside your head. And you talk to them like toddlers, you know? Yeah, that's how you talk to dogs too. You're like, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You a good boy. Who's a good boy? You a good boy. Are you a good boy? You a good boy? You a good boy. Your IQ drops to 30 points. Exactly. You talk to babies like that too? No, when I see a baby, I go, you die. I hate babies. They're so noisy. Like, hello, I'm the superior Goo Goo Gaga man. I hate babies. All they do is cry. They're not born for world domination. Direct competition, that's true. I view it as direct competition. Yeah, they're so noisy. Berries. you know, my auntie used to like scold me all the time because when we go visiting or something, like when we have to go visiting, and then she goes like, "Oh, look at that baby, so cute," and I'm like, "I hope you die." Like in front of the mom, and like the mom's always like, what? And then I would go and look at the baby in the crib, and I'll be like, I hope you die. No, because I don't like babies, man. I thought the baby was going to take over my place. So I hate babies. No! I'm the only superior baby. Yeah, man. And then I hate toddlers. They're so low IQ. All they do is cry. Like if your mom don't let you buy a toy and you cry, that's so stupid, man. Like if your mom don't let you buy the toy, you wait and you take her credit card and you buy the toy, and she won't even know it because it's not that much money anyway. She won't figure out that you spent $3 on a toy. She'll probably think it's one of her subscription to her beauty advances or something, you know, like her manicure or something. She won't know. See? It's smarter to do it that way and not just stand there and cry because your mom don't let you buy a toy. But that's the matter of education. I don't know, man. I'm sure Remy was the most annoying child. No, not really. Not really. I was just locked up in my room all the time. But I talked to myself, so... I had an imaginary friend. But he disappeared. One day. I don't know where he went, though. He just disappeared. One day. I hope he's okay. I don't know. Maybe he's just one of the voices inside my head. I don't remember. My imaginary friend had no face. It's just like a blob or something. There was no face. It was just a blob. I would have like plates for him too, so he can eat. And I'll talk to him all day long. And they brought me to a shaman because they were saying I was cursed. Because it's kind of weird because I'm a devil, but I'm cursed. And then the shaman's like, oh, this girl has a lot of misfortune in her stars. Yeah, whatever, old hag. You don't have much years left in you anyways. and then, you know, and then they will spot me like sitting on a bench, just like. All alone, I would be like, for like 3 hours, I'll be like, yeah. I'll just be like, no, I had stories in my head. I was just isekaiing inside my head, you know? I was just having an adventure inside my head. I have a lot of stories inside my head. They're all different iterations. One of them, I'm a mermaid. One of them, I'm a demon lord. And one of them, I was a guy. So I was just living like different chapters inside my head. Yeah, I was daydreaming, like living multiple lives. So I was just like, you know, one episode a day. One episode a day, man. Like, what adventures do we have to face? And what and if I imagine. And if I imagine like if I imagine I was being stabbed, I would actually feel the pain of being stabbed. That's why I don't like watching gore movies, because I can feel it. So it's not fun for me, it's literally torture. Why would you imagine that? I don't know, man. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta go through like an arc, you know, like you try to save your best friend, like you had a best friend, like your homie, and you both are. One is a magician and one's a swordsman, and you know magicians are not good in close combat. And unexpectedly, like the thief just shoots out a dagger knife, and the magician can't stop it. So you know you gotta protect your friend, and you get stabbed instead. It's like, oh, and then you lie in her arms, and she's like, no, don't leave me. You can't leave me. You were my best friend. You saved me from this lump, but now you're going to die. No, you can't do that. And then you're like lying on her lap, and you're like, it's fine, I won't die. I'm strong enough. I'm strong enough. And then I'm like, hey, if I ever die, just remember our dream to own a bakery after we defeated the demon lord. So it'd be nice if you can have a bakery in my name. And she's like, no, you won't die. So she takes you to the great sage of the tree and be like, great sage, please save my friend. And she got poisoned by the dagger. Please save my friend. And great sage like, all right. And then like swallows the sword. Swallow the sword. The swallows my character. And then she goes into a comatose for 500 years. And after 500 years, she finally woke up. Like she walks over to oh, so this is after they defeated the demon lord, by the way. I mean the demon king. And then she finds her. She finds a bakery. And she goes wow, this curry bread smells amazing. I hope you put some jam inside. And her friend looked over and was like, ah, you're awake! And she's like, yeah, 500 years too slow. And then they hugged and it's happy ending! Yeah, That's like one of the stories in my head. But the story still goes on. So they teamed up. Like they decided to find their old crew to team up again. It's the bread. yeah. I have a lot of different. Is that an original story? Yeah, it's the voice. It's a story that's in my head. I have a lot of different kind of stories. I have a lot of stories inside my head, so this is just one of them. they're like a group of friends, you know. The magician was an elf. She was an elf, and she is used to do bad things. So she used to like kill people and stuff, and cause she don't believe in anything, so she just kill, and she has no meaning in life. So the main protagonist is like, hey, why don't you join me on a journey and maybe you'll find some meaning in life again. And she's like, nah man, I just want to kill people. and then she's like, well, you never know what you might find out. You might miss out something like this. And then I showed up bread. And then she's like, what is that? And I'm like, it's curry bread. She's like, oh, I've never had something this delicious. And she's like, if you follow me, I'll teach you more of these. And she's like, all right, hell yeah, I'll join you then. Maybe I'll find purpose in life. and then they bonded because of curry bread. I mean, that was the story. That was like her. That's how she met. That's how the elf met. And then the elf had short hair and white hair. White hair and short hair. And she's a dark elf. So her skin is a little tanned, like a little dark. And she had red eyes. And one of her eye had like a mark. And then her best friend has brown hair. She's like the hero of the story. She has brown long hair. Yeah, she has brown long hair, and she's a she's a hero. I mean, she's meant to be a hero, but yeah, like, she's the hero of the story. Yeah. That was like one of my... Yeah, I love tan elves too, man. I love dark elves, man. They're my favorite. And that's the story that was in my head. Wow. I haven't continued that story in a while. It's been in my archives. Maybe I should unlock it and explore the lore a little. Because in the story, there's like a group of adventures. So the elves, the dark elf deals with magic. She can cast a lot of magics and stuff. And the main character is she has a weapon that can shift to any weapon she wants. She can turn that weapon into a gun. She can turn a weapon into a sword, a shield, a scythe, a hammer, a lance, whatever you want. She can, kind of like that girl in 100, you know. she can change her weapon into any kind she wants. And then later they meet another girl. She's a dwarf. A dwarf blacksmith. She does weapons and stuff, but she also knows magic, so she casts runes on weapons. And she knows how to use magic. But her magic is more like alchemy magic, so she's like a mad scientist. She like she's a dwarf. She has a fake beard. She does not have a beard because she's underage. So she has a fake beard that she slaps on and to show intimidacy. But then sometimes it makes her itchy and she sneezes a lot because of the fake beard. Yeah. and then she's a dwarf. She's like small. She's like a midget. She's like tiny. She's like a midget. You know, like Mikochi, like the anime Mikochi. Yeah, she's like that. She's like a tiny midget, a short like dwarf. And she knows rune magic, so she can use formulas to cast alchemy spells and stuff. And also she can cast alchemy on weapons, because she likes to mix weapons and stuff. That's like her favorite activity. She makes a bunch of weapons. and then we met another character. We met another character. She is what the frick? A dryad. She's a dryad. She belongs to the trees. She's a dryad. She's the one that like saved the hero at the end, because her dad is like the tree god, you know? She's like a dryad. Her affinity is true animals. She can control animals, and also she can control nature. And people always underestimate her because they say like, oh, you can only do grass, you know, your powers are only grass, like you're weak. and so one time there was this dude that goes like, oh my god, you're so weak. By the way, they'll go to a battle academy school. So that's where they met. Anyways, so like during one of the like Jonin exams, they're like, oh man, it's this fire guy. He's like this fire guy. He's like, man, you're grass, I'm fire. Why do I have to fight a weed like you, man? and she's like, well, you can try if you want. And he's like, this is gonna be so easy. I'm gonna beat you up in a second. And then she cast her vines onto him, and he's like, huh, you think a bunch of grass can hold me back? And then all of a sudden, her vines turn to metal and turn to poison. And he goes, what? That's impossible. How can your vines turn to metal? And she said, well, you do know that metals come from earth, and earth is a part of nature, and I control nature, therefore I can turn anything into metal. So literally she was metal bending. She's really powerful because she can control nature, and she's really smart. So plants have very powerful defense mechanism. So she's literally the defense team. She can make wood harder than platinum or any stone that's existent. She can make the wood resistant to flames too. Yeah, because of the theory of wood. that she coats the wood with earth, and fire can't get through mud, therefore fire can't get through the wood. So she can she can make it resistant. So that's her power. She can make veins. She has like poison ivy, and they're really hard, like you can't break them. She can make wood hard, you know? Yeah. So she's part of the team too. She's part of the team. It was just them. It was just the main character, and then the elf that can cast magic, and then the dwarf girl, and then the dryad, right? So what happened was in the academy, the principal of the academy is like this super nice guy, but it turns out that he's not actually a super nice guy, and it turns out that he's only raising these children to grow up so they can be used as battle pawns of the gods. So basically, the gods summons humans, demons, and magical creatures so they can battle. And the gods have a system where they would, let's say the god created the dryads, and they'll have the dryads fight maybe the dwarves, which is made by another god, and then they will fight, and the one that loses drops down the rank of gods, drop down the rank of gods. So it's like they're playing like 3D chesses, but nobody knows that. Of course, nobody knows it, but I know because I created the story. But nobody knows that, so they don't even know the principal was bad until one day. The spoilers. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil you. So one day, the principal, they were fighting, and then the principal was like, "All right, you guys are excellent students, and we want you." You were a child when you made this. I mean, I was a little baby when I made this, and so what happened was there was a tournament arc, and then there was a lot of adults that were around. And then the principal were like, "Oh, we're gonna summon this big monster. So you have to fight the monster, and if you win, then you can advance and go into third years, because you guys are like second years." And then the monster went out of control, and what happened was it exploded. And when it exploded, the main character saw something in the sky, like a figment just came out, and all of a sudden, this big booba, like huge booba, this black-haired, long black hair, big booba, like Bayonetta, super tight dress, super tight dress with like fur, I don't know, coat comes out, and she goes, "Looks like the sky is falling apart, and you guys have to go." And the main character's like, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean we have to go?" And then she just like flicked, like gone flicked, like she just flicked her fingers, and she flicked it, and then the main character, yes, her boobs must jiggle, it must jiggle when she moves, and she flicked, and then the girls were fling off, and then they fling off back to their like a little cottage where they stay, like their dormitory or something. And then they're like, "What in the world happened to her?" Like, what in the world happened? What in the world happened, man? Who was that lady? And why did she say we're not supposed to find out something? And then, yeah, they got teleported. and then the main character's like, "Guys, do you see that? I saw a flick of the sky falling apart." And they're like, "Are you drunk?" And she's like, "No, but I could be. Maybe it's all an imagination. Maybe it was just my vision." And then they just forget about it. Yeah, and then they forgot about it. And then, but their goal is still to defeat the demon lord. So what happened was, they like, oh my god, there's like so much fillers. Like they did a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of stuff. They're awkward as heck, and they never really experience human interactions. And they go to like the human town and pretend to be humans, but they fail so hard. Like the dwarf girl, in order to make it convincible. So, in order to make her convincible, they had to carry her like a baby. And then when the lady when they went to buy like fruits, and they're like, "Is that your baby? She's so cute." And then the dwarf is like, "Frick you, old woman." She's like, "Shut up, man! You gotta be nice. You gotta say like baby." She's like, "How do I say like baby?" And then she just look at her and she's like, "Goo goo gaga." She's like, "Oh, you're the cutest baby ever." And then she just pretended to be a baby in her arms. Because they have to be convincible that they're humans, you know? Yeah, they have to convince themselves that they're humans. And then they like stayed a relatively long time in the human village because they're trying to figure out how to fight the demon lord. And then like yada 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 yada. They finally found the demon lord in the demon castle. Like with a bunch of demons, and then the demon lord is like, "Aha! So you've come again, hero." And they're like, "What do you mean? I'm not a hero." It's like, "Are you not here to defeat me?" And then she's like, "No, what? Yes, I am here to defeat you with my friends." And she said, "We're gonna defeat you, man." And then they had like this epic fight. Like they had this fight where they're like in the sky. They're like bam, 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 bam. And then the demon lord had like had like 6 sidekicks. And the demon lord had like 6 sidekicks. They're like the demon lord's like underlings. One of them are twins, and they deal with illusion. One of them does manipulation, and one of them does like illusion plus hypnosis, so they're like twins. And then one of them is a necromancer that summons the dead. And then one of them is like this barbaric werewolf lady with huge boobs that can transform into a werewolf. And has like an axe as a weapon. And it's like super strength. And then one of them controls Butterfly. She's the butterfly lady. And her butterfly can make people die. So her butterfly, it's more like she can use her butterfly as a spy. She can use her butterfly as a poison. And the butterfly eats cords to get powers. And she can use her butterfly as like a sword, you know? It will cut. And then she wears a veil. She looks like a nun, but she wears a veil, like a purple veil, because her butterflies are purple. And then there's like another lady. She can control. She can. Of course, the story needs fan service, man. It's how it's supposed to be. Fan service, you know? And then we have another girl. She's a vampire. She's a vampire, but she controls blood, and she also can fight. She has a scythe. It will collect blood, and she can use blood works. Like Damanku, she can like do blood works. And then there is there is one more. There's one more. She's always sleeping. She's always sleeping, and she's always EP. She can she can lure you into her dream. She can control your dreams. But she's always EP, and she has a giant hammer. She has a gigantic hammer, and she's always EP. And she's always sleepy. And she has bells. And she's always sleeping on a she's always sleeping on a pill. Yeah. And then you have like the demon lord. Like the demon lord is obviously this really overpowered character, like kind of like Rimuru, you know. And then they did like an epic fight, and then they fight, and then they're like an epic fight, and then the funniest thing was they fight halfway, and then the door opens, and then we have a guy who's wearing like armor that goes like, Demon Lord, I'm here to defeat you, and then she goes like, and then she looked at the main character and she go, wait, I thought you were the hero. And then the main character go, wait, yeah, no, I thought I was the hero. And she's like, what? Are you not the hero? She's like, I was asked to kill the demon lord. He's like, wait a minute. You're not the hero. Oh my god, did we hit the wrong person? And it's like, guys, retreat. We hit the wrong person. And they're like, what? And then somehow like the hero was like, I'm here to fight you. And then he's like, show yourself, demon king. And then he has like the sword, like, you know, the sword where he plucked from like the Arthur sword, and then the demon lord's like, I'm not here for you today, come another day, and like destroys the castle. So then sends the hero away. And so now it's left with the demon lord and her 6 side chicks, and then the main gang. And now they're like, okay, we're really confused, what's going on? And then the demon lord was like, you see, this world is just like a game, and I'm just like a program. I am programmed by my creator to defeat humans for millions and millions of years, and so I have always been doing. They're like, what do you mean you are programmed? And you're like, oh, the twist! You mean we live in a simulation? And she's like, yes, there's like gods that are controlling us, and we can't do anything about it. We're just programmed by the gods. And then she's like, have you thought about fighting against the god? And then they're like, who's that? And then it's that lady with big boobies and like super slim skirt, and when she moves, her boobs freaking jingles left to right, and she's and then she goes like oof, 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 oof. And then they're like, who are you? And then the main character go like, I know you were at the battle academy. And then she's like, yes. She's like, I can help you. Why don't you make a contract with me, and you can defeat the gods? She's like, who are you? And I'm like, and then the lady's like, you don't have to know who I am, but if you want to break the cycle, if you had enough of the gods, you can form a contract. And then the demon lord's like, how can we trust you? What if you're just another god, huh? What if you're just another god, huh? What if? And then she goes, well, you see, this world is just a story, and I wrote that story. And you're like, and then it cliffhangs, and I never continued. Wow, it's been like so many years. And I never... So, what, like, no! I wanted to make it so that this whole thing was actually a story that the girl wrote. So the girl, she wrote a story about like God's making little humans coming true, and she didn't realize that she actually turned her story into like a real thing. So she's trying to stop it, but she's been going through loops. she's been going through loops, like multiple loops and loops and loops, but she can't find a way to break her own story, you know. And I haven't thought about like what's going to happen, man. But that was just one of the stories in my head. I have a lot more, but yeah, like I cliffhanged and stopped it there, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It was a cool concept, you know, like a story within a story within a story. Yeah. You see what the voices in my head can do? They can do wonders. You have a whole novel in your head. I have many novels in my head. Yeah, those were like one of my stories that I never really get to really explore. I didn't even get to explore their individual lore, you know? It was nice, revisiting Imamets. It was nice revisiting the old story. I should continue it one day. No, they had a lot of art! Because you gotta add a bit of fillers, you know? Like comedy art. Like a comedy arc, you know? Of course there's a beach episode! Of course there's a beach episode. And you know what's funny? The Dryad, she hates water, even though she's a plant. And so, no, but like she needs water to survive, so they would always take a pail of water and pour it over her head and go, here you go. And then she'd be like, I hate water! And then they'll pour it over her head, and then her head, she will have a flower popped out of her head that says, water filled! Just the dry hates water. And then the dryad has many expressions. Like if the dryad is very happy, a sunflower will pop out of her head, and you can pluck it off. Like it just pops out of her head. And then if she gets angry, her hair would twirl, because her hair sort of is like part of wood, like grass. It would twirl like angry signs. And then when she's sad, her hair would curl up in sadness. Yeah. And like different flower would pop out of her head. Like when she's so she saw this handsome dude, and then she fell in love, so a rose grew out of her head. And then I remember the dwarf was like, hey, wait a minute, I've never seen this flower grow out of your head before. What flower is this? Is that a rose? What emotions are you feeling? And she's like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I don't. And then the main character's like, I think she's in love. And then she grows like she grew a rose on her head. And when she's happy, it's a sunflower. I think when she's sad, it's I think when she's sad, it's like I think it's like a forget-me-not flower. And then when she's angry, it's like a red fiery carnation. Yeah, but the flower is based on her emotions. That was like one of the lore I gave her. That's pretty funny. Yeah. She's like, keeps popping. Her hair keeps popping flowers. That's a cute concept. I know, right? It's a cute concept. It's a cute concept. A dryad. I like dryads. I also like fairies. A fae? I like a fae. Yeah, a fae. Little fairies of the forest. They're pretty cute. When are you drawing these OCs? Oh my gosh. I don't know how to draw them. Do you not self-insert? No! I'm like a third-person POV. I've never played D&D before. I would love to play it one day. How were you a baby when you made this? Well, you see, I'm homeschooled and I'm always locked up in a room. And I had nothing but my imagination to get me through the day. So, I just created characters inside my head and made them have stories. Does Face not have D&D? I don't think so. I think they're planning something though, but I'm not so sure. But I would love to be in a D&D. I don't know how it works, but it sounds kind of fun. But I'm not sure. I remember like they said like, oh, we want to do D&D, but it never happened. So maybe they will bring it up this year or something. I like role-playing. Role-playing is fun. I love role-play. I role-played a lot of Total characters back then. If you like rolling the dice, it's super fun. I think the hardest thing we have to deal with is time zones. But I'm okay. I don't care. I just won't sleep. It's fine. My body is American. I live in EDT. Yippee! I live in EDT. My body, EDT. Yeah, baby. So we always have a lot of the time, like Faye's collabor like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. I'll just... anything for collabs, man. Anything for the collabby. Anything for the collabby. Oh no, look at the time. I think I should sleep. We have a collab later. I want to rest my throat for the collab later. So Temma won't be joining us and Jelly won't be joining us. But Muyu will be joining us. So we will still have fun because it's Easter. So there's a little schedule clash. But I will protect Muyu. Don't worry about it. And we have... but it's afternoon in EDT. But I will sleep whenever I want, man. I will sleep whenever I want, man. It's okay, guys. Thank you for giving me your eggs. I appreciate you giving me your eggs. Thank you for giving me your eggs. I am now the owner of your eggs. All mine. My eggs now. My eggs. Now you're eggless. Uh-oh, you're eggless. But not my problem, because you gave them to me. Okay, guys. I will head to bed. I will head to EP land. Actually, when I say that, I lie on my bed and scroll TikTok, because that's my favorite thing to do ever. That's my third favorite thing to do ever. It's my, you know, people have post-nut clarity. I have post-stream clarity, where I close my stream and then I become depressed and I lie and look at the ceiling for like 20 minutes and space out, and then I lie on my bed and then I scroll TikTok for like 2 hours, and then I read some manga and then I go to bed. and then I wish tomorrow comes faster, because then I can see you again. Not the doom scrolling! Oh, I love doom scrolling, man. It gets progressively sadder and sadder and sadder. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and happy Easter! I hope you have a good Easter for the rest of the day, and I hope you have a great Easter with your family and friends, and I hope you get to spend Easter with me. And happy Jesus Day, happy Jesus Day, amen. Alright. Goodbye, guys. Wait, how do you say goodbye in Spanish? Buenos días. Besame muchos. Putra madre. Wait, no, how do you say goodbye in Spanish? Oh, adios! Adios, amigos. Hasta la vista. Adios, amigos. Adios. Adios, buenas noches. Adios. 1, 3, 4, 5. Quieres, buenos, muchos. Tacos, muchos. Bésame muchos. Adios.